solid minerals is Nasarawa state, and that has put this state on the road map. But another precious gift to this land is its people. People from a diverse culture that have come to settle on this land for centuries.
Contesting the fact that the home of solid mineral has been a haven for hundreds of ethnic groups who may have fled their ancestral lands following intertribal wars, as well as the encroachment of alien civilization, could end up like the task handed over to Hercules. But an easier contest for me was to dig into the history of some of these ethnic groups and how the land of the spring waters blessed them. I took a trip to a community known as Giza, and arriving at its entrance gate, two sculptures of crocodiles adorned the top of the two pillars of the gate. What is the bond between the crocodile and the people of Giza was the thought that occupied my mind as we continued the journey.
Ya mata san an kana makaranta ko na anya mata shi gaba yi makaranta bani min zaki hausi manam gaban da yi makaranta.
But a conversation between some of the people in their dialect made me begin to ask questions. Who are these people and where are they from?
We left Kano during the era of Muhammadu Rumfa. There was some breakaway settlement. Finally, we came to Kefi, and like I mentioned earlier, there are some various breakaway, and it happened to be the last village of Uganda. Originally we are Hausa, if you like, call it Maguzawa, but the original of Kano, I could remember vividly when we went to pay a visit to Emir Bayero. He told us we are the owner of Kano. They are the Fulani who were there before them, worship idols. Our first place of idols, the Allah. When the time comes, it's an yearly event. And once we went for the Rachwa, to around the Allah here, which is a known place today. And if we do that, rain will fall. The name Giza was founded by Sangari Adeka. It was a combination of two ruling families, the Ashama and the owner, the community Giza. When these people came, when they drank the water to satisfaction, the bleach, that's made in Wandara language, Giza. That's how the village finds its name. And our yearly event, we have God thanking giving period. That is what is called Odu for bumper harvest. All the descendants of Giza, wherever they are, they will come home.
And their forefathers kept a cordial relationship with a family of crocodiles in a pond at their backyard.
I could remember vividly when I was at tender age, we used to go to the river to fetch water. If we see crocodile, we push them away and fetch the river. They are harmless and they sit there. But with time, they appear only on Friday until you are fortunate to see them. When this crocodile will visit the chief from the pond you have seen, it will trek and come to the frontage of the palace. People will follow him, cover him to the palace. They will go and inform the chief that is the Sangha of Giza. The crocodile don't come over the early crocodile. Now we have what we call turukudi. This is a hand-woven cloth.
We strolled down to the pond without a glance of the animals. Despite the impact of global warming, which keeps shrinking the water in the pond, the formation of an oasis around the spot says a lot about how vibrant it was. We left Giza for another community said to have a wonderful lake. A lake, chief supplier to other lakes. Amazing was the chain of activities in each community, a definition of its kind of people. Dull moment on the road that leads us.
After close to an hour drive maneuvering through bad roads, we finally end up here. The bridge has been washed away by water, and what we have to do next is to make a U-turn. Make a U-turn and find another way towards our destination.
Another route, then we arrived at the village. Journey to the lake takes another means.
And finally, we are at the Feferua Lake. This lake in Feferua is situated in Lafia local government area in Nasarawa city. It is said to have a lot of animals in the water, and also birds from different parts of the world come around here.
Feferua Lake at its prime, but the rare birds and other animals not suntanning. So we gave the community leaders our ears.
Wannan ruwan da ka gan shi na iyayenmu sun zo su sami wannan ruwan That lake you have seen is where our forefathers came and encountered various wild animals in a setting of thick forests. Over time, global warming has caused the lake to shrink, and a larger lake nearby has attracted more water and animals. As a result, the remaining animals in this lake are now hidden deep within. Additionally, the lake supports our fishermen in fishing, while our farmers plant rice throughout the year.
That place is a place where has a long history. Our parents came up, there was a lot of fishy activities that took place there. We try all we could to revive the place for government to come and maybe also have fisheries festival. But, it's not easy for us to liaise with government. It's not easy, you know how it is. This is why we have a lot of top potentials, politicians here, and civil servants. We are coming up. That's how we get you to here. Maybe we are coming will help us to get there. Send a message across. This road, when we are under Plateau State, Plateau Agricultural Development, PADP, something like that, about 40 years or 5 years ago, we graded this road since then. And this road has been a state road. In fact, in the whole of Lafia East is a grade 1 and number 1 road that's supposed to be taken care of by the government. Up to now, nothing is happening. We don't have road, nothing to, and the area you are seeing is we are agrarian people. 99% of our farmers. Some of us are brought up through farming. Our parents, they died, we're still on. We don't have any other occupation other than farming. We have a lot of produce already at farm. You can't bring them out, no road. In the end, we will perish. The perishable, some of the goods are perishable goods. You can't. But a lot of cassavas are now in the farm. Groundnut in the farm, you can't bring them out. So there are a lot of losses because of harvest. So if you have road, the bridges, have good bridges, you won't have any issue. From Lafia down here is about 10-15 minutes. Yes, which is also to help the government to achieve a lot from our economic activities.
Are there instances when maybe heavy downpour of rain comes and then people cannot even cross, so you have to now sit down in the village and wait until the...
Yeah, we should have this canoe or boat that will help us to maneuver, but we don't have any.
So if it rains?
So we have to wait. If you you want to try, they will just take it away. That's all you can do. If you want to die early, you enter and go. Because we're not swimmers. That is just it.
We have our primary health care here. But when we have something that is overpower them, before this woman, whether she wants to deliver or she wants to, they have a serious illness on her, before we can dispose. At times, before you take them to the city, life have gone. So those are the things that is worrying us in this our community. At times we just stay 2-3 days, somebody will not go anywhere because we don't have means of access to go out. So we are appealing to the government to assist us and come into our aids because of all these things.
We are pleading with the government. We are crying, we are pleading with the government, that the government open up those areas. Yeah, we thank His Excellency. So many attempt to open up the road. Like the attempt was when His Excellency took up the road from Shabu down to Akura. It busted that road. But the major road is from Adogi. Any child you meet within that area, he will tell you that the major road is from Adogi, Akura, Fefero, Arikia down to Wamba and continue from there. So there are a lot of communities that settle along the road. So our people are actually facing those challenges. And as I've said, they are basically farmers. And if there is no road, whatever they produce will have no value. So we're actually crying, we're actually pleading with the government to open up this road so that it will add value to whatever our people will be producing. And we knew with the kind of person His Excellency is, the Governor of Nasarawa, His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi Sule, we are hoping that in the nearest future, that road is going to be open. But for now, the challenge is still there.
Salt to the wound is the fact that the journey to quenching their thirst began months before Nigeria's independence, with the impact of global warming taking its toll on a source of water.
When during dry season, a lot of times our women are suffering for water. We need more water, drinking water, domestic water for using in our locality. So we need your assistance, and we're appealing to the National State Government to come into our aids.
Our next mission is putting another beautiful lake on the tourist menu. So we departed Feferua, facing another rough road. Overcoming the obstacles, a massive collection of water at Tudunnupawa beacons.
Tungan Nufawa in Lavia local government area of Nasarawa state. Here, another lake, but this one, a mighty one. And what we're looking out for are animals that are in these waters. And what is going to take us into the waters is a boat waiting for us here. And here we go. Meters into the lake, a feeling of an aura only in this place that you can get. We were told that most times the animals that live inside these waters follow the shades on the grasses that cover the entire lake. And we are following them step by step. We'll get to where they are so that at least we'll get a glance for you.
We sailed slowly, keeping our eyes on the slightest bubble from the water. Without any sign of life, we kept sailing, and with direction from some fishermen, we found our way to the resting spot of one of the inhabitants of the lake.
What a sight to behold! Over there, hippopotamus, a family that's a male and female, sitting down there resting. This would be a great moment for a tourist who will come over here and then keep an eye on these animals.
A family of hippopotamus enjoying the sunshine, with the male hippo protecting his territory. It is said that more than 7 families of the hippo live in the lake, including crocodiles and variety of migrant birds.
These things are moving.
This is water from upstream, from Feferua. That is the upstream, and that is where most of these animals, like the hippopotamus, come from. So time immemorial, they used to be down there, and with the issue of population, expansion, and other activities, that most of these animals don't want such kind of disturbances. So they tend to flow downstream to more like a very bigger lake, a bigger water that can be able to accommodate them. That's why you have more water here more than that place. And apart from that, here in terms of geology, like I said earlier, inter alia, is sedimentary in nature, and it has, in terms of lithology, it's what we call the agu shell. So within the agu shell, you tend to have a sort of alternation of sand and shelly material. Then there are some kind of disturbances that took place millions of years ago that led to some cracks, whereby the water oozes out. That's why you have a lot of numerous springs. So that's to say, in terms of water body, it has surface water flowing from upstream and a lot of contribution from downstream. That's why you see a lot of springs water coming, leading to even dilution. So in terms of contamination, here has lesser contamination because of the dilution from the springs. And here being a bigger water, and other communities are here, different kind of communities in terms of tribe, such tribe that are usually associated with waters, like the Nupawa, Kabawa from KB, they're all here. So it's like a mini Nigeria. You have the Igons, you have the Alagos are here, all of them. Some people even from Kaduna State, they are all here to be able to leverage on the potential of this place. So as we are here, this bank of the river, this is Tungan Nufawa, and the other side there is Tungan Daudu. And the unfortunate is that all of the agrarian society, some are into fisheries here, but to cross over just barely about 400 meters to the other side, you have to pay about 400 naira to cross. And then if you have your bag of meal here, so for melon alone or cassava, you have to pay additional 600 naira. And the cost of transportation from here to Asake, which is to the main road, this is the development headquarters, you pay 700 naira. So you can imagine if there is government intervention in this place.
As we are about to set out of the lake here, I tried to understand the reason why we have two communities by the two sides of the river, over there and here. I was told that that community is known and is called Tungan Daudu. This other one is called Tungan Nupawa. The Nupes and the Daudus, who come from Kebbi, are known as fishermen. Is it fishing that brought them here and settled here? We'll get to find out from the community leaders.